Hey, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the JTV Game of the Week. I'm Harry Ferrone.
And I'm Rebecca Cafulo, and this is Memorial vs. Toms River South girls tennis.
That's right. We've got the Jackson Jaguars rolling in today. First place in their conference with a record of 10-1 and record of 11-4 overall. The Toms River South team is sitting at a pretty 13-7 and 10-3 in conference. So this is a big match for high school for Jackson because they are currently tied with Toms River High School North for first place in their conference. And they face off actually tomorrow night in a match that will determine A South. So today is a big deal. Last time when these two teams faced each other, 3-2 win for Jackson Memorial. And it's an unusually warm day here, Becky. What can you tell us about today's weather?
It's very hot, and
it's very hot. Thanks, Becky. That was quite a description.
And it's sunny, and it's
could
nice
be some.
out.
Yeah,
it's
could
nice
be
out.
some.
It's
It
good
is
for
definitely
tennis.
nice. It's be perfect tennis weather.
Perfect tennis weather.
As long as you're hydrating.
Yeah.
But we are looking at record temperatures for today. We're looking at game time temps of about 83 degrees. Just a reminder to folks at home, this is October 19th. So there could be some record temperatures there today that could fall.
I'm sure Jackson can use it to their advantage, though. It's better when it's warm and not cold, as long as you stay hydrated.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you what, when we talk about weather and how it affects tennis players, you've got cold and wind. Okay, the wind is the kind of thing that will help a weaker player because it kind of levels the playing field a little bit. When we start talking about temperatures, then we'll start to talk about kind of the individual characteristics of a specific player. Some people are better hot weather players than others. Some aren't affected by the heat at all, and some are. So it really is a very individual thing, to be quite honest. We see here, we're actually covering the first singles match today, which is a match between Jackson Jaguars' Brianna Rado and Toms River South's Brooke Adams. And players are both going to go up to the net one last time, spin the racket to see who gets the serve first. In case you're unfamiliar with how high school tennis is scored, we do have a match today that's to be played. There are 5 different positions, 3 singles and 2 doubles, and the winning team needs to win 3 of those spots. So we take a second here and take a look at the player profile for Brianna Rado. You'll see here that she's going to be graduating in 2018. Just had a birthday there in August.
And she's the first singles tennis player in Memorial, and her college plans is she's not very sure yet, but her intended major is biology and chemistry.
Alrighty. There you have it. And here we have just about to go underway here. And Jackson Memorial. You'll notice also here on court, Toms River South's will have the red colored cards, and Bree Rado from Jackson Memorial will have the black cards. And here we are underway. Once a bit deep. Second serve.
I can hear the bus.
And that one's going to head out. And that's going to be love 15. Adams set to serve. Decent serve. That's going to level this one off at 15 all. In case you're not sure how the scoring goes in tennis, folks, I'll give you a crash course, but it's not an easy one. The games are scored 15, 30, 40, and game. Generally say the little arrow at the top of the screen there shows us next to TRS, tells us who is serving. And that's a little bit deep, and that's going to be 30-15. Tom's over south. That's 30-15 the other way. You have a new scorer out there too. There you go. The server's score always comes first. That one's going to go a little deep. Anyhow, after 40, it goes to game, and then that one's going to clip the tape and drop back on their side, and that's going to take us to 40-15. Beautiful. They do need to win 2 out of 3 sets, and there are 6 games need to be won in each of the sets. So, depending on how the match goes, you could be out here for quite some time. Nice serve on the line. Oh, cross court, pulled her off.
You can really see how Brianna is controlling the way she's hitting it. And
It's going to go wide. It's 40-30.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Longest point of the match so far, and that's going to end the game. Tom's over South's going to go ahead there. Adams up 1-love. It's a good chance for us to take a look at the Brooke Adams serve here. We'll break it down for you in our slowest possible setting here.
No, you shouldn't feel like you always have to follow those. You shouldn't feel like it's on. Well, as soon as I would turn the camera.
Okay, that's actually the Arado backhand there. Guess we'll get back to that.
Does it help that my neighbor is female and my age and in my science class?
And we'll get back to that techie stuff a little bit later, I suppose, as we're getting ready here for the second game. We'll save that one for between the next changeover. The other thing they do is every 2 games they do change sides, just in case it's windy or sunny, then no one has an advantage. And we shouldn't be on that wide shot there, except for when the match plays in play. So use those close-ups, my friends. There's a JTV truck right there. Players are allowed to talk to their coaches between games. So coaching is allowed here, okay? Can get you a quick look next time on the next changeover of some of the players that are playing next door. And Rado set to serve. Rado's a lefty, which means the ball's going to have a tendency to hook into your body on the deuce court and hook out wide on the ad.
It is. That wire doesn't go.
Okay, we can see what's going on here as love 15. And so far, Rado, the more aggressive player so far, and Adams content to control play here. We're going to see how this shades up as the match wears on. Rado serve, love 15. A little wide. You can see how that ball is slicing off the court. Call that the lefty hook. Oh, that's going to sail a little bit deep. It's going to put Rado down at love 30. Little cloud cover temporarily here as a fairly large cloud rolled across here. Should help things out a little bit for both players. And the commentators, I might add. Big slice serve down the tee. And it gets dumped. 15-30. In case you hadn't noticed, folks at home, there are no referees here. The players call their own lines, and they are on the honor system. This is true all the way up to the highest level of the pro circuit. Nice serve to the body there. If we could take a look at that serve again, that'd be great. That ball just hooks. That ball hooked into the body of Adams and caused the unforced error. It's 30-all. Some good serving so far by Rio. Nope. 40-30. Rado off to a rough start in this game, but it's come back nicely. It's going to sail a little deep. Pretty good vantage point for lines up here with our third camera position here. Serve out wide, and the ball's going to land short. And Rado kind of rolls that one into the net. That's going to take us to deuce. Now when you get to deuce, which means you're tie, what has to happen is the player has to win 2 in a row to win the game. Serve down the tee into the body. It's going to sail deep. And she's going to go up, what we call advantage in, which would be advantage to the server. Oh, sliced into the corner. Control volley for a winner, and that's going to end the game for Memorial. Rado down love 30 in that game. Came back to win the game, and we're tied up here at 1-1. We can take a quick look at the replay there. You can see here that sweet approach shot is going to force the error. She kind of runs her around the court nicely here. And we're back live. The longest point of the match so far, I might add. It's going to sail wide. And it's 15 love. Long point. Again, we can see the strategy being employed by both players here. Rado kind of set and waiting, and Adams pretty content to play controlled tennis. Not particularly interested in coming up to the net. And that one gets rolled into the net, and it's 15-all. A lot of people think that tennis is usually a match is determined by who hits the most winners, and that's clearly not the case in tennis. It's who makes the fewest mistakes is generally the person that wins. Nice serve, big return, but that one's going to get shanked. Oh, she's pulling off. Rado's really setting up on that short ball, but she's over-rotating her wrist and dumping balls into the net. Just wants to push out a little bit more, shorten up that backswing, and push out a bit more.
Brianna has actually come back from an injury and wasn't supposed to be playing today, but she is playing, and she's doing pretty good, especially for having an injury.
Well, sometimes you're not sure how quick you're going to get back from an injury, and luckily enough for them. And the score is... I'm going to try and listen for the score there. I got a little distracted. We'll listen up after this point's over. Oh, she opened up. That ball's going to sail, and it's 30-40. And we're back to deuce. Or we're on a changeover. Nope. Let's see. That Adams is going to win that game, and she's up 2-1. Sorry about that, folks. If you take a look, you can see down net here, we've got some other matches going on. You got second singles, third singles, first doubles, and second doubles. Again, they're all in it together, so to speak. Team needs to win 3 of those positions in order to win the match. So you never know who's going to be out there last. You could be counting on their point for that particular day. Kind of adds to the pressure when you're the last person playing there, eh, Becky? Yeah. Here we see Brooke Adams speaking with Coach Dave Carell. He's been coaching at Toms River South since the Stone Age, I think. Been around for a while. See the players go into towels today to try and keep their hands dry. You know, one of the things, you get sweat build up on your grip, the racket tends to get slippery, and next thing you know, the racket's slipping out of your hand.
They're playing very well, even for the heat.
Yeah, well, I think part of this today is a little bit of a test, is because it hasn't really been particularly warm. We kind of just got through a cold streak, so today is going to kind of test them a little bit in regards to, you know, how much they hydrate today, and also, you know, how they're going to handle the sun. Both players playing it smart, as far as I'm concerned, wearing visors and hats to keep the sun off the bridge of your nose and out of your eyes. As this changeover is over, Adams up 2-1, but we are on serve. Rado set to serve at 1-2. Nice slice serve out wide. Got our the old peanut gallery over here today. Consists usually of parents and enjoying a nice day of tennis here with some good weather. Nice wide serve, pulled her right off the court. Couldn't even see her. You know, Adams doing a nice job of floating balls down the center of the court. Again, those high floaty balls can be a little tough to handle. Rado up 30-love. Score correction there. It's actually 15-all. Thank you. Both players playing the high topspin float ball there. Ooh, slice ball, try and bring her in. Mm. 15-30. Radio seems to have a hard time executing the short ball putaways. Taking that ball, putting it in a corner somewhere, and then maybe staying up at the net. You can see why she'd be a little concerned, considering the high middle balls that Adams likes to hit. $15-40. And our first break point of the match. See if Adams can convert on this break. Tennis, you are supposed to hold your serve, as they call it. If you don't, they call it a break of a serve. And that ball spun nicely into the body, and that's going to go wide, 30-40. And that one gets shanked. And just like that, with some good serving, Rado's back to 40 all, and it's deuce. That's a double fault. And it's advantage Tom's River South here. Point went to South on that one. Adams with her third break point of the game. Oh, big winner down the line for Rado to erase that break point, and we're back to deuce. Thought Adams did a pretty nice job of setting that up with a chip shot down the line, but Rado torched it. Second serve. That one kind of handcuffed her a little bit on the inside there, as you could see. That's going to give Adams another break opportunity. Some crazy spin on that one. Adams able to run it down. And that's going to sail deep, and we're back to deuce. Solid point by both players. Both players playing a little bit of defense on that one. Trying to force their opponent into making a mistake. That one's going to sail just deep. And an advantage into Memorial. It's like Rado's got her first opportunity to hold serve here and even things off at 2-2. Oh, Clips the top of the net. Oh, just misses. Good hustle by Adams, but that shot just a little bit out of her reach, and we're even at 2-2 here.
You can tell she's really on her toes.
Yeah, for sure. Being well balanced out there on the court's super important. Tennis is basically a bunch of little mini sprints. Match leveled off at 2-2. Adams to serve. It's gonna sail. Love 15. Actually, 15 love. Nice serve down the tee there. That one had some zip on it. And just like that, Adams is up 30 love. Little deep on the serve. Second serve. That one's gonna sail. And 30-15. Back live. And it's 40-15. Adams in the lead here. Score 40-15. Oh, she junked that one up. And that's going to put us at 40-30. 40-30. Ooh, another one off the tape. Lobbed into the corner. Remember, you can't walk out on the court until... Okay. I forgot to hit my mute button there, Becky.
That's all right.
Giving some direction to some folks around here as that ball sails deep. And it's deuce.
It seems to be a little cooler because the clouds have gone over the sun, so that might help them.
I think you might be right.
It's gotten a little cool.
Second serve. Ooh, that one landed a little short, and now the advantage swings to the Jag side of the court here as Memorial gets their first opportunity for a service break. Both players have now had an opportunity. Well, let's see if Rado can cash in. Second serve. And that's game. Rado with the break of serve goes up 3-2. All right, here we are at 3-2. Memorial up a break of serve here in the first set. We can take a look over at court 2 and see Jackson Memorial up 5-2 on court 2. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to send Becky out to write down the scores here, and we can give you an update on the entire match in just a minute.
Oh, okay.
See that? We can't
Black
see any
numbers
business.
first. Okay.
Black first. Okay.
It's not muted. I muted it.
Got a relatively new crew here. We can see, taking a look over there at courts 2 and 3 there. I can see how the players are pretty cramped together here. Balls do have a tendency to roll on their courts. There are some rules in place for that. If a ball does roll into your court from another court, you are allowed to call what is called a let and basically let you replay the point. There's our crack stack girl Becky there walking in the background. She'll report back to us in just a minute with the scores on the rest of the match here, and we can let you know exactly what's going on globally out here in this key A-South matchup.
Okay, I'm back with the scores, and court 2 is 5-2 Memorial. Court 3 is 0-0. Court 4 is 1-0 Memorial. Court 5 is 1-0 for Memorial.
Right, there's a pretty good chance that their first sets have been won already. So we'll have to get some further info on that in just a minute. We'll get back to you. But here we are, underway. There's that same problem Rado has when she moves forward into the service box area. She has a tendency to roll those balls over. She needs to stop, set her feet, and then hit the ball.
Goes a little deep.
And it's 15 all. Definite strength in the radio game is that serve. And it's 15-30. Brianna. 15-30. Nice serve to the body. That's going to jam her up, and that's going to even things off at 30 all this game. That body serve, very effective for a lefty. A lefty server, as the ball, like I said earlier, slides into kind of a right-handed forehand hip. Tough to get out of the way. Really a big weapon. As you can see here, she has a tendency to try and work that backhand by going down the tee. Good sportsmanship there by calling out the ball. It's going to hit the net and go in, which means it's a let. So she gets another shot at her second serve here. This whole letting can go on forever. As long as you're hitting the tape and landing in the box, you get to keep reserving. dropper. That is beautifully played point. Give you a score update in a second here. Looks like it's 30-40 right now. Breakpoint opportunity. Oh, a nice lob. Not quite high enough. A beautiful backhand volley to level things off at deuce here. Beautiful backhand volley. There's the setup shot. And the backhand winner. Nicely played point to get the deuce. It's a pressure point too, I might add. Some of those shots look easy, but under pressure, they can be tough. Deuce. Rado serving at 3-2. Trying to consolidate that break. Becky stares at me thinking, what is Ferrone talking about? He just used the word consolidate.
Consolidate.
Consolidate. In tennis, it just means taking that break and putting it in your pocket, so to speak. Oh, big forehand down the line for a winner.
That was beautiful.
Just did a nice job of staying down the line. I think Adams probably thought she was going to take that cross court. And game point
The sun is
for
back
Rado.
out. And it seems like
Out with a vengeance, right, Blue
yes,
Eyes?
all of a sudden, very hot. They've been staying hydrated, and Adams has had her towel the whole time, and it seems to be working in both of their advantages.
Oh, look at this return. Ball lands short. That's trouble right there. Hit it right up the middle. Oh, and Adams just catches the tape on the passing shot. And Rado with a little bit of a lead. Let's take a look at this one again. Nice serve, hook out wide. Beautiful return. Short in the box. Rado sets it up and puts it away. And it's 4-2. Jackson. That one looked in from here. Let's see the call, so pretty sure it's love 15. Yep, got a head shake there. It's a good question. If you're not sure, it's okay for you to ask. Generally, players put their hand up in the air, put a finger up in the air to say out. Sun's out, full force here, just as Adams is set to serve. Big forehand down the line. That's going to sail wide, and it's 15 all. Whew. Great cross-court angle. Here's a short ball. Chip and charge down the line. She finishes it off with a backhand volley. Longest point of the match. And it is 15-40. With Rado set with another break of serve. Possibly. 15-30, I correct that.
15:30, right? Yeah. 15:30. Use that floor. Use that Steph walked away.
Oof, big first serve.
He walked away. Are you okay?
Was a beast of a serve, just deep.
Hold on. Billy. Keep it on camera 3. You okay? Go. They're keeping it on camera 3. Huh? Go.
Okay, here we are. A little medical time out there on the JTV crew. One of our camera guys got a little dizzy there.
It's quite hot out, so
Hot day today.
yeah, stay hydrated both on and off the court.
You're not on.
Again, we've got the Memorial up 5-2. Good chance for us to take a look at player profile here. Next door, Brianna Pazak.
She is in yearbook club and is going to be a 2018 graduate. Her college plans is to go to Montclair, and intended major is film. Her favorite pro team is Green Bay Packers.
Film. She a JTV?
I'm not sure, but she is
is.
in Digital Media Academy.
All right, there we go. Confirmed by our director today, Dylan Barkley. I was just kidding with him. It's Dylan Miller. Both players have a chance to talk to their coaches here. As you can take a look over next door and see that Memorial pulled out the first set at second singles. And they're up 3-0 on court 3 as well. Things seem to be going well for the Jags at second and third singles. And here we are, all set. Let's see if Rado can close out the first set, up 5-2 here in the first. Yeah, he's chilling. Sleep. They sure are chilling out there today. And that first point, I kind of missed that one back. First serve goes deep. We'll catch you up on the score in a second. Southpaw, Brianna Rado. That's that one deep. See if I can tune in with my amazing radar here and get the score. 15 all it is. Let's see. It's 30-15, Memorial up here. Up 5-2. Oh, goes for the big hook out wide, catches the net. Beautiful serve out wide. Nice return across court. Oh,
So close.
that ball just would not crawl up and over the net. And it's 40-15 here with Rado set to possibly wrap up this first set. Take a
Here's
look
a
at the
replay.
replay here. Let's see how the ball practically crawls up the net, but doesn't quite get over. It sits up on top, take 2 bounces. And it's 40-15. Couple of big looping forehands. Rado attacks that one, but drives it deep, and it's 40-30. Still with 1 point on her racket here for the first set. Oh, that's going to push wide, and that's going to be the first set. As Rado takes a 1-love lead in the first set. That's it, 6-2. I think my graphics guy was a little surprised when the 6 popped up there. 6-2 it is. Good chance for us to take a look at another player profile as we're on a changeover here. Take a look at girls varsity player Chloe Griffin. Chloe is going to be graduating
In 2017, and what she had talked about is that she likes social media.
She does. Not 100% sure what her college plans are yet, but she is excited about the prospect. Chloe Griffin.
Chloe Griffin actually has a very big following as a YouTuber making makeup videos.
Yeah, we have a get over like that at Memorial. Leo that does that. It's nice to see folks out there getting it done. 6-2, that was right there to my scoring guys. Take us to our next set. And that one's going to sail wide.
Here is a serve from Adams. She returns it.
All right.
And it goes
I may
a
have to
little
talk
wide.
my. I'm gonna have to talk my graphics guy through this here. You have to forgive me at home, people. Just keep plussing until you get to 6 games there, Sarah. Just run through the games for Memorial. There you go. Don't worry about the 3. I'll have to live with it. Okay. So now we're on to the next game. Hold on. 15-40. Tom's over South serving. 15-40. The server, click the server over to Tom's River South. And just like that, it's 40-30.
It is getting very hot, but the girls seem to be working through it. Adams is serving. Beautiful shot. And using that towel to dry up. Now she talks to her coach. Actually, at Liberty, there will be a homecoming game coming up where they will announce the winners for homecoming. And Battle of the Classes this week, and all classes have been participating, and the halls are decorated.
They are quite lively this
They are
week, I
very
must say.
lively. Every
Quite
day,
lively.
the more you walk in, the more stuff is on the wall.
Yeah, it's creates a fun, festive atmosphere for folks in the school. No doubt about it. We can
Makes
take a look at another player profile here in a minute. And here we've got Adriana Ugarte.
And she will be graduating in 2019. And she also does track. Her college plans is to go to Duke, and her intended major is law. And her favorite pro team is the Giants.
Boo hiss, hiss, boo, boo hiss.
Shh, don't talk about that.
Not a big Giants fan. They did win a close one this past weekend, though, didn't they? And actually, we've got the score a little backwards here. Looks like it's One Love Memorial. This Memorial is the black team. You can see on court 2, Memorial's up 2-1 and up 5-love in the second set on court 3. Ready to score their first points. I guess we'll have to hold on to that score and for now, guys.
Plus,
Thanks, Becky. Back live here. Rado serving. Oh, just missed the inside out forehand. No doubt about my favorite shot. Becky. My favorite shot. Inside out forehand. Sun's back out, huh?
yeah. Sun's back out.
A little wide. Nice second serve. Just caught the line. Tough one, high bounce. Oh. And that's going to get pushed deep. $15 all.
Beautiful serve.
Oh, nice down the line shot, but oh, Adams gets there, but rolls it just a little bit too wide, and it's 30-15. Beautiful serve, nice return, and a really good idea on where to go with that one. 30-15. Make sure you have a scorer checked on the top there, gentlemen. There you go. A little shout out to, that's actually 30. Nice serve. Tough shot. That's going to sail. And we'll update the score in just a sec. $40-30. Memorial in the lead here. Trying to consolidate that break of serve from earlier in the second set. You know, early in the second set's a interesting moment for both players. Player ahead. You have to wonder, is she going to be able to keep it together and keep the momentum? And the person playing behind usually has a kind of a decision to make as far as how to approach it. Nice return. That had some zip on it. Smart shot if it stays in, but that's going to sail deep. Good idea. That's going to put Rado up 2-love here in the second set. That's 2-love Rado in the second set. A lot of activity going on here, as we can see on court 3. Memorial has scored their first point of the match with a win at third singles. That one got pushed a little bit wide. Need the server marked on there so the score goes in the right place. Catching a little double duty here as a executive producer. And oh, that's a beautiful lob into the corner.
Both girls are very
My goodness.
aggressive into this game.
And that's going to be love 30. Love 30. Memorial in the lead.
Here's a replay.
See this replay here. She comes in nicely, takes control of the net, but Rado hits a perfect lob. Back lob. Big forehand down the line. And it's love 40.
Adam serves. It's tape.
Second serve. Should I say second serve? That ball's going to travel. Tough one, but she got it back. Tries to take a backhand cross court and catches the tape, and it's 40, rather 15-40. $15-40. Fighting the sun over there. Oh, trouble. He's gonna back up. Resets the point. Big forehand. And that one's going to sail deep for game. Rado now up to a 3-0 lead here. Can set. Question here is Adams going to be able to stop this momentum here? These games have all been close, so she's certainly not out of it. Speaking of not out of it, why don't we check in with our second singles player here, the player profile on the lovely Sabrina Chandler.
She is going to be a graduate at 2018, and she's on girls varsity. And
She plays lacrosse.
lacrosse, and she's a student council president and she is in Science National Honor Society. Her college plans is going to Chestnut Hill, and her intended major is anesthesiology. Her favorite pro team is New Jersey Devils.
Oh, a hockey fan, huh? Alrighty then. Tennis player that's a hockey fan. You gotta love it.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not a big hockey fan. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's
Okay, the puck's too small. You can't follow it on the ice. And anytime somebody's good, 3 guys beat them up. I'm not a fan. As both players go to the water bottle and the towel here. And we get ready to get this fourth game underway. Chandler up 3-2 after winning the first set at second singles. It's called premeditated here. That's what we got going on. It's all premeditated. You had to see it to believe it out here on the tennis court, my friend. My co-announcer here today has been a woman of few words. Becky Kiafula.
Kiafulo.
Kiafulo. Yeah, here we go. Rado to serve up 3-love in the second set. They did go 3 sets the first time they played each other. It's going to be a bit deep.
Do you think there's an advantage in Rado having a left hand versus?
Oh, absolutely. I think there's a nice advantage. First of all, righties aren't used to playing that many lefties.
It's very interesting the way that affects the other player and how it affects the player himself who is left-handed.
Well, you know, the lefties, you know, they're used to playing left-handed, so they have like a specific pattern of play. For the righties that are combating this, they're used to doing things differently. In 80% of their matches, they're hitting the ball in opposite directions. So it's a bit of an adjustment. And Memorial up 15-love here. Brianna Rado with a lead. A little wide on the serve. Deep, I should say. Camera operators out there handling the elements today. We have an unexpected 85-degree weather day.
The girls seem to be
Just
doing,
drops in.
the girls seem to be doing very well in the heat, though.
You know what, these tennis players, oh, this is a point right here. Nope, I think that's going to sail wide. Yep. Really good point there. That was a solid point by both players. Both players moving each other all over the court. These tennis players, 30-love here, Rado, are used to playing in the heat. They started practicing for their season in August. Here it is October.
Both girls are being very aggressive towards the ball.
Yeah, and you know, Rado's picked up her aggression a little bit too since she's got a pretty good lead here. A well-needed break point, I might add. There is some slugging going on the court next to us there, Becky. Oh. Oh, she could
Great
get there.
hustle.
She got there and covered it.
Oh,
And just misses it. What a point, though. Both players played a great point, but the break is going to go to Toms River South, Brooke Adams. She gets one on the board. Three to 1. Toms River South ready to serve. 3 to 1.
just catches the net. And serve. Well, high.
Oh, and it's 15 all. 3-1 Toms River South serving. Somebody woke up Eric Camargo, our graphics worker there. Probably had a little problem hearing because of all that hair gel. Change of pace serve, I like it. And 15-30. And Adams changing things up a bit here. played a little more aggressive last game and ended up with a game. She's back to playing a little more defensive here.
Serve.
Tough bounce on that one. She got it back. That one's gonna sail wide. It's 30 all.
Go, Brett. What do you say? 30-40 now?
30 all.
Oh, okay.
Well, both players playing a little streaky right now. Putting together 3-4 good points in a row and then playing 3 or 4 loose points. Big point here. It's going to pop a little bit deep. 40-30. And give Adams a game point here to go to 2-3.
Nice serve.
That's going to sail. And it's deuce. That's what you call opening up a little bit there. Racket face was left open a little bit too much. Push through that and the ball's going to sail deep, and it's deuce. Nice serve. Good change of pace serve. Big bomb tee down the tee. And it's advantage. Advantage Tom's River South here. Goes to deuce, and then it goes to advantage Tom's River South. Oh, and that's going to drop. And that's going to be the game here. And our 3-0 lead here is evaporated into a 2-3 lead now. And Rado set the serve. Good opportunity for us to go to a quick player profile here. And our player, Jacqueline Iannacone.
She's a graduate of 2018, and her college plans is a pre-med.
Pre-med, that means she wants to be a doctor, Becky.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just simply stating a fact here. There's a doctor in the house in a few years, okay? Doctor in the house. See on court 2, they are wrapping it up, and it looks like second singles has wrapped it up for the Jags here to give them 2 points here. Up 2-love here in the match. Both doubles teams are still playing. Not quite sure where they're at. We'll get an update for you in a second on those matches, on the 2 doubles matches. My chief Cub reporter, Becky Chiafulo, is going to go check that out. Good salute out to our crew today.
A lot of them took out, like they took them off.
Doubles? Oh, you're done too.
Yeah.
Damn it. Alright. Gotta find out who's, do you have who won any of them or no? Alrighty then, hey, we are trying to find out the scores of those 2 end matches for you. Sometimes it's about the body language. 3-2. Rado set to serve.
Beautiful serve.
She's got some nice wrist action.
Yeah. You can see how aggressive she is right now.
There we go. That's the spot. See, the big difference in that stroke versus some of her other strokes when she cruises into the to the net is that she had a chance to set her feet that time, and that makes a big difference when you're trying to hit that approach shot or that put away winner. And she's up 15-love.
She's making beautiful serves.
$30-love. Whoops. I hate when that happens. Pushed a little bit deep. Ooh, that's a rough second serve right there. 30-15. Serving's all about repetition there, Becky. Repetition. Hit thousands and thousands of serves and get that motion worked out so it just becomes like breathing. That one's right off the tape. Set for a second serve. That one hit the tape. Another one as a let. And we've got a second serve here again. That's going to get pushed wide. And 40-15, Rado with a chance to get one of those back. 40-15. Oh, a little too much spin on that one. And it's 40-30. Sometimes you have a tendency when you look at your forehand can be sometimes like a windshield wiper. When that windshield wiper goes a little too quick, puts a little too much rotation on the ball, and you don't follow through over your shoulder, the ball gets dumped into the net just like that. Oh, wicked serve out wide. Absolutely fantastic serve out wide. And that's game. Rado up 4-2. Again, serving up the lefty hook. Pulls him out wide, and not much Adams could do with that. Oh, that one's gonna land a little short. Takes the angle. Not quite sure how she's gonna call that one. Couldn't see it. If you can't see it, it's in technically. Love 15. It's a little bit deep. Oh.
I must say they're very sportsmanlike.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, so far this has been a pretty nice match here between players. 0-30, by the way. Love 30. Both players showing some good sportsmanship today on both sides. One point they stopped match play to move a ball.
Very honest with their calls.
Yeah, it's tough. I'll tell you what, it's tough calling lines. You know, you're supposed to err on the side of your opponent. Confirmation here. Jackson did pull out that first doubles match, so technically Jackson Memorial has already won this match with a 3-0 lead. That ball's going to sail, and we're looking at love 40. Love 40. Love 40. Here we go. Both players check in on the score. And we're back underway here. Second serve. Ooh, tough high backhand. One of the toughest forehand, one of the toughest volleys to make in tennis. And Tons of South hanging in there at 15-40. Adams to serve. Goes for a quick body serve. That one sailed just a bit long. And that's going to be game. And Rado up 5-2 here in the second set. some things coming up here at Jackson Memorial High School. Becky, what do we got coming up
On
here?
Wednesday, October 26th at 7 o'clock, there will be Broadway night.
Oh, look at that. You know what else is going on that same night? Other side of town?
Where?
Battle of the Classes at Liberty that night. Same night. Big
That's
night
cool.
for Jacksonites, huh?
Big night for Jackson. They've been really pumped up
There
throughout
you
the,
go.
throughout the past few days of school. Memorial Liberty Idol.
That's going to lead to Jackson Idol, which is later in the year there. They'll have a contest at each school first, then they have a Jackson Idol, which will crown a winner there from both schools.
Last year, the singers were really amazing, and I'm like looking forward to.
Yeah, I thought it was a great night of
So
entertainment,
good,
you know.
And
And for $5, you can't beat it. It's a good date night,
Not
right?
at all.
I'll have to let the boyfriend there know about that cheap date night there. What else we got going on here?
Almost Fall Festival at Zaccone Farms.
Uh,
And actually, my sister went to. She goes to Crawford,
Mhm.
and she just went on. I'm not exactly sure what farm, but they had so much fun. It's amazing what the schools can do nowadays, with bringing so many people there and having such a great time. Just a
yeah,
great
you know
family
what?
night.
And this weekend, we're looking at a couple of rainy days, Thursday, Friday, but this weekend, Saturday, Sunday looks great. We're back live. Rado up 5-2 in the second set after winning the first set 6-2. Nice serve down the tee. That slider down the tee has been giving Adam some trouble all day. 15 love. Cleveland leading, by the way, the National League Championship Series 2-0 over Toronto. Actually, that's the American League. National League's got Chicago and the Dodgers playing tonight at 8. Oh, good serve. That one dropped right in the corner. And the junker. Oh, just missed with the dropper.
In hockey
30
news,
love.
Red Wings versus Rangers tonight at 8 o'clock.
Really? You know how I feel about hockey?
I figured it out.
Hold on, I'm going to tell you how I feel about hockey.
Oh, he just ripped the page.
That's how I feel about hockey.
Well, you know, are you gonna be tuning into that for him?
I will not be tuning into hockey tonight. Tonight is Wednesday night. Definitely not a hockey thing. I may be entertained to watch the debates tonight. We'll see. 30 love. Ooh, big forehand. Oh, she's going to push that one a little bit deep. And she goes up 40 love here. This is going to be game and match point for Rado. Well, that just catches the line. And that gets dumped into the net. And that's going to wrap up today's match. As Rihanna Rado is going to pull out a win here with a 6-2 win. Hats off to both players. Pretty well played match tonight. Your final thoughts, Becky?
I think both girls played well, especially for the heat, and they kept their aggression, and they were very sportsmanlike.
Hey, there you go. And it's looking like Memorial now up 4 love in this one with second doubles left to play. So this is it, folks. This is going to set up the big showdown tomorrow night with Toms River North taking on Jackson Memorial to decide who takes the A-South crown this year. Nothing like it coming down to the last match of the year. That's all we have for you today here from Jackson Memorial High School. I'm Harry Ferrone.
And I'm Rebecca Gafulo.
And thanks for tuning in to the JTV Game of the Week. So long.